Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Nicole here, and we are going to be tackling the week 40 from 2016, which spans from October 3rd to October 9th. I've already printed my photos and added some word art, which is from the Ali Edwards Getaway digital file. And now I'm just going through some of the very last cards that I have from the Confidant kit, which was from January 2017, Studio Calico, and some other random cards that I just had from other kits lying on my workspace. I'm playing with the positioning of these photos right now. There's a lot of blue, and there was a lot of blue in the bottom, and I wanted to move that one to the top. Now I'm going to be moving on to my title card. I have these silk screens, which are from Ali Edwards. They are called Months of the Year, and it's a fun way to get a little artsy in your project life. And I'm using the acrylic paint called Tillamook. So once you unstick it, if you're using it for the first time, I like to kind of de-stickify it, I guess, by like touching it a lot and putting it on the back of my hand and stuff so it's not as sticky, because sometimes I've had the paper peel off. Then I put a thin layer of the acrylic paint and just scrape it across with an old credit card. That's actually an old Disney annual pass. Now I'm just going to set this aside to dry and keep working on the left side of this page. Next up, I'm cutting down this 4x6 orange card. Orange is a great complement to blue. And like I said, I have a lot of blue in these photos, and I like orange a lot. So I'm going to use that for a background of one of these photos of the Maritime Museum in San Diego. And I'm going to be using elements from Ali Edwards' Go Story Kit. We did travel, we were gone this entire week, so it seemed perfect for the feelings for the week. And I'm selecting some of these small manila tags. There are also a couple of cards that I haven't used yet, and I'm just looking at the other embellishments and choosing and not choosing what I'm going to use. So now my title card is dry, and I'm pulling some of the embellishments from the Confidant scrapbook kit to help complement this color scheme. Both the Ali Edwards kit and the Studio Calico kit from that month coordinate colors quite nicely, so I was lucky there. Looking at the other embellishments here from the scrapbook kit, seeing what can work, if anything, trying to figure out how I want to embellish this title card. I have a piece of this washi tape. I honestly don't know which kit this one's from. I used it, a couple of strips from it, and then I just left it on my desk, hoping to find a reason to use it later, and it's actually been on my desk for a really long time, and I caught the corner of my eye and I pulled it in, so there is that. So I just recently pulled some silver and craft labels. I chose silver because the orange paper that I had trimmed earlier, it has silver chevron design to it, and I wanted, once I pick a metal to accent the page, I stick with the same color. So silver it is. These little flags are from the Confidant scrapbook kit, and thought they would complement well and just, you know, be a nice embellishment for this layout. Little geotag there, orange, love the orange. And just looking at the many other papers that might grab me, nothing really did. Cleaning stuff up a little bit here. Gotta put stuff away, otherwise it gets out of hand. And I have pulled those stars out too from the kit. I'll definitely use those at the end. Next, I need to stamp the dates on the silver and craft label. And because of the silver, I needed to use the StazOn ink here. It slid a little bit when I did it, but you can still read it, so I'm good. Okay, and then I like to clean my stamps and this is a brand new date roller for me, and I'm going to have it for 5 or 6 years, or however many years are on the date roller stamp. So definitely trying to keep it clean. This is a StazOn, specific StazOn ink cleaner, and the solvent I heard can damage the rubber. So after I clean it with the StazOn ink, I then clean it with a baby wipe, which is my normal cleaning thing for a non StazOn-ish ink. Putting down these elements now on my title card. And then the Yes manila tag is going to go on some Pop Dots. Foam adhesive. I don't know why I call them Pop Dots. I guess that was a trade or a product specific term that's kind of stuck like Kleenex or Q-tips. All right, that one's done. Title card, pretty cool with that one. As you can see, I've already printed out the Go 4x6 card on the top there and some journaling. This was a digital file that came with the kit. If you do you can choose to purchase the Ali Edwards Story Kit physical product or the digital product. So this was a digital 4x6 card. I had the original 4x6 card, but since I knew I was going to be typing onto it, I just decided to do the whole thing digitally. Just adding some journaling onto this journal card here. And then here's the bottom picture. Again, I'm doing my manila tags on foam adhesive. And having it lead off the paper just a little bit. And this is why my scissors are always sticky, because I cut through adhesive. All right, so I want to use some more of these craft and silver labels throughout the layout. And I use the same kind of embellishments scattered throughout. Maybe not necessarily on every photo, but just sort of here, there, and everywhere. And certain elements, I try to make visual triangles, but I wasn't specifically trying to do that today. Wrote Maritime Museum there. That's where we were. And just adding this chipboard piece here. Super simple. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with this top of the submarine picture. I wanted to add the letter CCP, CCCP, which is how the former Soviet Union spelled its initials out in the Russian alphabet, but I couldn't find a letter sticker sheet that had enough C's in it that was the right size. So I just sort of abandoned it. And as you can see, I added some typed journaling to the card immediately to the left of that, talking about the Russian sub that we toured. Pulling out some more of these flags, figuring out where I'm going to go and how I'm going to write on them. And as I wrote on them, they're so small that as I wrote on it, it kind of moved around. So I have to write on the other side of it, but I'm going to stick it down first and then write on it. That way it doesn't move. But then I put it down and I thought it looked kind of odd, just kind of floating there. So I grabbed that sticker sheet with the square stickers and I found something to layer behind it. Again, reminding myself to use the stars and picking out another flag to go on this top one. So these flags, the one on the title card, the one on that picture of Cannery Row at the bottom, and the one of the Monterey Bay, those three flags create a visual triangle, and it naturally keeps the eye moving across the layout and the page. So I incorporated that. This one I just put on there because I needed to label it. But it also coordinates with the triangle. Finally, I was like, you know what, I'll just put this label on here and write CCCP on it myself. Next, I'm moving on to the card with the manila path tag on it and trying to incorporate another one of these square stickers. keeping in mind the orange and red that I've already got going on in the layout. The layout itself has a lot, like I said, it has a lot of blues and a big bold red color, and they seem to be mostly on the edges of the layout. And so I tried as much as I could to stick to neutrals and kind of lighter colors in the center portions with little pops of color here and there. There's that pop of color, and then on the journaling card there's a pop of red, just as to provide the eye a place to rest. And I love this card, and I've been holding on to it, and it's silver, and perfect time for me to use it since silver is the metal that the metal color that I've used on this layout. And I'm just going to put this chipboard piece on there from the Ghost Story Kit and leave it like that. Super simple. Don't have too much more journaling to add. There is quite a bit of journaling on here already. Just looking at my embellishments, seeing what else I can add. And finally, I'm ready to move on to these stars, which I'll be doing. This is the last piece here. Scattering them throughout, not necessarily on every photo, but on the ones that need a little something extra, like these filler cards here. And again, I don't like that term, but I can't think of a better one. They tell the story too, just like the other cards. And then I just adhere these down, and I'm too lazy to wait for everything to dry with like liquid glue, so I just use my roller adhesive, and I don't have any problems with them sticking. So once I was done with the star placement, I decided that I needed a Silver and Craft label on the right side of the spread. So I very carefully peeled off that sticker because I didn't have another one, and put that on there, then layered on the square sticker, and then the tag. So I did this little cluster the hard way for sure, but I like the way it turned out. Just putting all my little stars on here. As I'm finishing up the layout, I want to take this time to say thank you for coming. My site really has been open for about 12 or 13 days, and I have so many new subscribers, and I am so grateful and so humbled that you guys have all taken an interest. If you have liked what you've seen today, please give me a big thumbs up. And again, I know that time is very precious in today's world. We all have so much on our plates, and I hope that this video has given you some ideas and something to think about maybe for your own next projects. And I hope you have happy crafting, and I will definitely see you next time.